aircraft cleared for landing. Disembark.
Productions are going to include this exclusive skybox.
Wait a second, let me turn it off too. There we go.
Each of these finely sculpted reproductions from the Deep Space Nine show are going to include this collector's card, as well as this fine packaging, a wormhole blistered collector's card. The most outrageous character is Quark, the crafty Quark. The crafty Quark, the holosuite proprietor, he's the man. Continuing on, we have the Space Station DS9.
Gotta be louder.
Dude, I'm not gonna...
Come on. I know.
The Space Station DS9 comes equipped with sound capabilities and light-up features, and for added realism, it'll have this, a miniature Enterprise that can be docked on the station for added realism. Can be rotated, it also can be removed for more flexible play. The Space Station DS9, the most strategic outpost in the Federation, from Deep Space Nine.
Effects?
Effects include sound capabilities, as well as light-up features, the central habitat ring, and the defense sail towers on the side.
Beautiful, thank you. And now, we have here...
This is the shuttle runabout Orinoco. It sits two figures, one in the front and one in the rear. Has sound capabilities as well as light-up features, all in an exclusive illustrated Try-Me package. The Cardassian warship, the most feared vessel in the universe, has photon firing capabilities as well as the cosmic Cardassian display stand.
Excellent. All right. Just introduce this, and you're the best.
These are the figures from Deep Space Nine. They're flying off the shelves at warp speed. We have Odo, Benjamin Sisko, there's Quark, and there's Morn, the leader of the Cul de Cat. Each of these are included in a blistering display card.
Over here you have Hale, 4 different sounds, lights.
Welcome to Exo Squad. I'm JT Marsh, the leader of Exo Squad, and the great thing about it this year, Exo Squad, produced by Universal Cartoon Studios, will debut in a daily format, expanding from its weekly format with 5 episodes a week, beginning in September of 1994. And Playmates will back this up with a multi-million-dollar advertising campaign, starting with this very commercial, putting you, the viewer, in an E-frame cockpit.
The Neo-Sapiens are attacking. Time to suit up. The Cyberjack is on. My A-frame's a go. Come on, kid, activate your frame. Move it, De Leon. JT Marsh, I'm Phaeton. You and your Exo Squad rebels are doomed. Blast them with your missiles, Alec. Fast! Getting JT. Incoming. Typhonus is firing his fusion missiles. Hit him with everything you got. The Neo-Sapiens are retreating. You did great, kid. But they'll be back. You just joined Exo Squad.
Now the backbone of the entire line is the general purpose E-frame. These front 4 we shipped last year. We have the bad guy Phaeton in his command E-frame, Typhonus in his stealth E-frame, Alec De Leon in his field reconnaissance E-frame, and this is me, JT Marsh, in my command E-frame. Joining them in July, you have Sean Napier in his police enforcer E-frame, and Wolf Brodsky in his ground assault E-frame. And then coming out into August is Nara Burns in her reconnaissance E-frame.
Can you demonstrate this one?
Actually, that one doesn't shoot. How about this one? It's got a great print.
That's last year.
Yes. These actually are nothing works on
Let
them.
me just get a couple of close-ups so we can avoid them.
The lens, or?
Yeah. You're lucky. Hold it up to your lens. Forget about it.
We'll have strap-on gear, backpacks, helmets, leg weapons, all with the spring-loaded weaponry of their bigger counterparts in the E-frames.
Now
These are called our light attack E-frames, but there is nothing light about these 2-man war machines. They feature actual sounds and lights taken from the TV show, as well as tons of spring-loaded weaponry. It's a veritable war zone. A rotating drone disc, actual laser sounds. It turns everything. It's a wonderful, wonderful playset. Blow-off parts to recreate the actual battles. Missiles coming in. Blow-off parts. This one has no action. This is Havanas in his troop transport E-frame, and this is Maggie in her field repair E-frame, again with blow-off parts, tons of weaponry, and she has a blowtorch here to repair and weld should she need to.
And now?
Now these are our space fighters. They will have spring-loaded weaponry, blow-off parts, and maneuverable wings, so they may fly at their most maneuverable capacities in the space. This is our own Top Gun, Kaz Takagi. This is the pirate Jubail of Unknown Allegiance. He has the power to sway the battle between Neo-Sapiens and Exo Squad. Probably whoever pays him the most money that day, that's who he sides with. The Light and Sounds command ship assortment. We have the Olympus Mons flagship for the bad guys and the Exo Carrier Resolute, featuring actual lights and sounds and even a few of the voices taken from the actual TV show. They carry mini space fighters and mini E-frames so you can recreate classic Exo Squad battles. Exo Squad, the perfect melding of warrior and war machine. Huh.
Majestic ocean world of Steven Spielberg's Seaquest Dsv. Let's take a look at our action figures. Here we have Captain Nathan Hale Bridger, of course played by Roy Scheider on the television series. In addition, what's that?
You can be loud.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right. These Playmates figures have a unique feature, which is 14-point articulation, allowing these figures both to achieve the heroic action poses you see here and fit realistically into the tightest quarters of their undersea craft.
Okay, let me just get this, and then we'll go to the
Play with it any day price a lot, but if you have a tether tied to a battery compartment, so
Look at the close-ups after. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go to the ship.
Let me take you to the hero of this action
Oh, yeah,
adventure.
compare this to this.
Oh, okay. One of the features of these action figures is they have 14-point articulation, which allows them to achieve heroic action poses, hold spring-powered weapons, and fit realistically into the tight quarters of their undersea craft. Not all action figures can do that. It's the 14-point articulation that allows them to be so flexible.
One more time.
Okay. Which part do you want to?
Just as it's closing up. Ready? I'll come around. Close it.
All right, let's take a look at our 21st century underwater craft. This is Seaquest Dsv 4600, the flagship for Seaquest Dsv. Featuring authentic lights and sounds from the television show. There's the power-up propulsion sound and lights. Also has a Sen sonar scan. And it can spring launch a probe, and that's the accompanying sound.
Can you spring those? Can you shoot them?
I'm not sure right now. We've had a problem with the spring. Just shooting it so many times during the week.
I'll take you.
Yeah, that's gonna be done in 95.
Hit the effects.
What's that?
Hit the effects.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Gorgeous.
Here we have the dreaded Renegade Delta 4 sub. It actually can go in the water with a automatic surfacing and diving action. It's motorized with a nuclear-powered propulsion light there. It also has spring-launched torpedoes.
And this is, you said what about the water?
It surfaces and dives with, it's actually motorized with batteries. It has a ballast system that allows it to take in air, it surfaces, then take in water and dive again.
Okay.
This is Seaquest Dsv's futuristic truck, the mini pickup. It does all the work on the ocean floor for the Seaquest Dsv, and this can actually float on water and roll on land. Does a variety of tasks, has a very detailed cockpit that holds one action figure, and this pod is here we launch MR7. It's the vehicle that transports our heroes on Seaquest Dsv from the regular ship to their ports of call. It's going to hold 4 action figures and have actual lights and sounds from the television show. This will be ready in 1995. This is a prototype.
Battle horse assortment, deadly skeletal detailing, spring-fired armaments, positional skeleton blaster. All 4 shippable in August, price point $750. End of 94, we'll have the Skeleton Legion attack craft, the largest skeleton warrior accessory over 20 inches. And finally, in 95, Playmates invites you inside the Baron's lair, the most terrifying place that ever unleashed the action figure world.
The only other thing that you...
They look like the characters for a change.
Yeah, it's really, the Playmates really is sort of particularly good at this, doing really great sculptures for the initial moldings, etc. That's the guy I'm supposed to be right there. With the Seaquest Dsv action accessory and figure line, you really have the only water play underwater line out there in today's ocean of action figures and accessories.